Okay, so SPY could still be in play here, right? Could still very much be in play. I'm not interested in playing Twitter, Jesus, on the acquisition, right? Because we're capped, and the IV is going to be so expensive on those contracts where the move is priced in. So it's not worth it, right? Because the acquisition price is 54.20. So you have no real potential there for anything. And the option premiums, the market makers for the options know that. So they're not gonna they're gonna price in that risk, right? If you want to play it the way it is, to maybe play the time decay, but again, right, not worth it, in my opinion. Okay, SPY could be setting up here again, guys, right? Not entering on this touch here, but just, mapping things out. See how this thing closes. Okay, I'll take it. Touch of 424. Stop loss 424.50, and we're targeting 420 here, guys. Oh, fuck. Still just waiting for that touch here. Still in play here, guys, right? Still waiting. We're getting a lot of stuff to break down, though, right? So even if this thing doesn't set up for us, we have a lot of other stuff. It doesn't give us that entry, right? We got a lot of stuff that wants to. So be patient, please, right? Be patient. We were like 2 cents away on an entry, which sucks, right? But that's okay. We just can't force it, guys, right? We can't force it. Okay, so watching closely here. So still interested, guys. Still interested. All right, I'm in. Average price 196.8. What tells you reversal, Jason? That's, I guess, fair. I'm still in here, guys. I'm still in. Still in, still in, still in. Stop loss me 165 on these contracts. 165. Okay, so still in play here, guys. Right, see if this thing can now flush. So stop loss still 165. Yeah, then I'll be interested in T-Crone for sure. Absolutely, but still focusing here on this SPY for now. Right, almost back to entry price here. Indexes for me are the better play, though. Here we go, guys. Let's see if this thing can now break down from here. Right, back to entry price. So let's see if this thing can break here. Good shape here, in good shape. I'm going to take off 1/5 of my position, guys, at 210. So that's just coming up now. All right, locked in some profit. Let's go, guys, right? Let's go. Stop loss here on my remainder now is going to be at my entry price, right? 198 stop loss here on my remainder. And let's see if this thing can keep flushing down. Nice work, Callum. Nice work. Yeah, I think I probably timed my entry. Got a little bit too ambitious with it. But, hey, we had the right idea, guys. Just had to wait it out just a little bit. Good job, everyone. Good job. So now I'm locked in profit, right? Stop loss here now is at 198. Locked in 1/5 of my position. And let's see if we have this thing big flush potential here now. Let's go, guys. Let's go. All right, next take profit's going to be like 225 area, something along those lines. Let's go, Jimmy. That's awesome. So yeah, hopefully this thing can give us that follow-through flush here, guys, right? Hopefully it can give us that follow-through flush. But we're in good shape. Someone was asking me about Tesla. My maybe concern now here with Tesla is it's sold off so much. I don't know if it's going to necessarily be the easiest follow through when it's already down like 10% or something. So if I gave you guys enough information about what I wanted to do with this play too. I know we kind of had a little bit of flexibility here with the stop loss, right? But that 165 was my line in the stand. So next take profit target, guys, going to take off another 1/5 of my original position at around that 225 area if we can get there. So let's see if this thing can keep going. If we get a big flush, I might wait it out just a second, especially if we can lose that 423. Nice work, Jesus. Nice work. All right, so I'm going to take some off in a second here, guys, right? 230 is going to be the target. 230 is the target on my next take profit. All right, I'm out, locked in a bit more. Now, stop loss here, guys, on my remainder is going to be at, what was our initial one? 210. So next stop loss here now is at 210. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Best job in the world. Let's go. Quick little 20% almost. That's sick. All right. Good job, everyone. So now let's see if this thing can go big here, right? Our target is that 420 area, so we got a lot of space down. Probably going to take a little bit more off around 250-ish, right? Next take profit target around 250. Now, it's coming quick, guys, but I don't want to get greedy, right? I don't want to get greedy. I'm going to take off another 1/5 of my original position at that 250 target. Hey, my pleasure, T-Crone. My pleasure, man. My pleasure. It's fun for me too, guys, so I have a lot of blast. It helps me out too, right? So it's fun that we're all trading together. Glad that we're all banking. But let's not get too greedy here, right? Make sure we're taking some off along the way. There we go. Locked in a bit more profit there at that 250. Now I'm going to be pretty conservative with how I manage this. So stop loss on my remainder is going to be like 225-ish. And I've got less than half of my original position. Don't worry, Jason, right? There's always be another setup, man. There's always going to be another one. The point of trusting your gut, right? You can go back and say, fuck, what was wrong with it today, right? But if you don't listen to it, if you had that anxiety entering and you're like, oh, I think a reversal's coming, you're going to be really stressed out anyway. Nice work, Vivian. Nice work. That's awesome. So, guys, yeah, stop loss on my remainder here, everyone, is at 225. And let's see if this thing can keep giving us follow through. But remember, guys, right? Good trades give us multiple entries, right? Good trades give us multiple entries. We can't rush. We can't try to force things. When it's perfect, we'll know. We'll take advantage of it. right? And we had that really good risk reward ratio, so we had a little bit of breathing room, right? We had a good position sizing, so we had a little bit of breathing room. So it's important that we control those variables. And if you don't feel good about something, right, don't take it. There's always going to be another setup. There's always going to be a winning trade, another one around the corner. So don't worry, guys, right? Don't worry. But sick start to the day, guys. Let's go. Turning into a very, very nice play here. I'm going to push my stop loss up a little bit. Now it's going to be 235 stop loss. And I'm locking in, 20%, something like that. And let's see if this thing can keep running. But might take off a fifth of what I have left here, actually, at this 260. 262, guys. I got out at 262. And I've got a few contracts here left. And I'm just going to be really aggressive with how or really conservative here. You know what I mean. But stop loss now, 240. And let's see if this thing can keep running down. But that's a quick 30%, guys. Let's go, right? Let's go. A lot of fun here. Don't need to do anything crazy. We could just now keep watching this turn into a big, big day, right? We're targeting that 420. So I kind of want to leave a chunk on to see if I can get that monster follow through up and down towards that target, right? That would be a lot of fun. Nice work, Michael. Nice work. That's awesome. So let's see if we can keep getting a bit lucky here, guys. But really, really good job. Hopefully I gave everyone enough info to stay in. And fuck, that was a lot of fun. Best job in the world, guys. Best job in the world. Stop loss on my remainder, guys, is at 240. 240 stop loss on my remainder. Maybe that's too tight. I don't know. But I'm just going to lock in 20%, right, for sure, and not get too greedy here. If we get setup is strong, right, we'll have an opportunity. But market's flushing. So if market's flushing, maybe there'll be other opportunities for us to take advantage of. But we don't need to be greedy here, right? Just keep taking profit off, right? Keep locking in wins. We don't know what the market's going to do after we enter a trade. All we can do is control how we behave before, right? So good job, guys, right? But let's not get too greedy. Let's not, hope and close our eyes for 100%, right? That's not reality. So please, let's just, good big wins come from a consistent, repeatable process. And we got to be locking in profit along the way, right? That's how we turn, trades into consistent winning habits. Sorry if I'm getting tongue twisted here a little bit. But that's how we want to trade, right? That's how we want to behave. So just keep stacking them up, guys. Keep stacking them up. So next take profit for me. Let's go, Nitesh. Let's go. Next take profit for me is going to be at 50%, right? So that's going to be $3 on those contracts, give or take. If I can get there, I'm going to take off half of what I have left at that point. Hey, my pleasure, Nitesh. My pleasure. Look, Callum, if a trade is strong, right, we're going to get multiple points of entry. It sucks. I get the FOMO too, right, when things are running, because it's like, oh, my ideas are right, but I can't get the timing wrong. But we need that logical risk reward. We need the logical stop loss, right? And we need a logical price target. And when things are just breaking down and running without us, we don't have any of those three things. So we quickly go from trading to playing roulette. And that's what we want to avoid, right? Let's go, Paco. That's epic, man. That's epic. Good job, dude. So when we control those variables, guys, right? When we focus on our little things, right? It's just our brain trying to trick us into doing things that aren't easy, right? So it's not like it's shitty when things run. Maybe we could have gotten a little bit better of an entry. But when we looked at this initial SPY breakdown, right? The contracts were like $1.75, something like that. I got in at 196. We didn't really miss out on too much, right? All things. all things considered, and we wouldn't have survived this pullback, right? There's no way we would have survived that pullback. So it's better that we wait for that perfect entry, wait for that perfect risk reward, because then we have that higher probability of actually catching a big win. So that's all it is, guys, right? And hopefully the more that we sit and wait and then get rewarded for that patience, it's going to help remove that FOMO for you going forward, right? For lack of a better term, and I don't mean this as an insult to you guys, right? Because we're all new traders, but a lot of new traders, right? We're all been new traders, sorry. A lot of new traders don't have good habits, right? And so you have to restructure, you have to rebuild, you have to reshape those habits to then find that consistent profitability, right? Hey, flat's better than red, Jason. Flat's better than red, man. Don't worry. Not an issue. And what I would recommend here doing, Jason, right, is, if you aren't happy with that you missed this trade, maybe spend a little, like 5 minutes just journaling out why you thought it was going to reverse, right, and train your gut, right, if that makes sense. But what we're trying to do here, guys, right, is rewire some of those habits, right, create good ones, right, create habits based on risk management, right, based on patience, and then everything else will take care of itself. Yeah, stop loss is still 240. Sorry, I'll update this. Apologies. Stop loss 240 here on my remainder. Next take profit's going to be about $3. And don't worry, Jason, you'll rebuild those habits quickly, right? You'll rebuild those habits quick. But don't compound mistakes, right? Like, don't rush into things. Don't FOMO things. And I'll do my very best to tell you guys exactly what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, right? And do my part. But you guys got to meet me halfway and, find that self-discipline to listen, to learn, right, to improve. And if you do, right, you'll do really, really well. It's not going to be an easy process, right? Maybe it's going to take you a month. Maybe it's going to take you 6 months. It's a different journey for everyone. But just know that if you focus on these good things, you focus on these core principles, you will become a winning trader. It's just a matter of time. Yeah, realistically here now, Jason, right? I'm up 1.5% of the day. I don't want to trade anymore, right? Because now I'm cocky, I'm arrogant, I'm stoked, right? I'm almost up 50% on a play. And so what the most likely thing that's going to happen here now if I take another trade is that I give it away, right? Because I've got money to lose that I can play with, right? So had a big win, had a great result here, it's almost going to be a 2% day here, creeping up towards that if we hit that 50% target. So, the objective is to protect, right? The compound gains, to stack up green days, because green days turn into green weeks turn into green months turn into green years, right? We can't think on a trade-by-trade basis. We got to think about what's best for our account tomorrow, right? What's best for our profiles tomorrow. And maybe that means, not catching another trade here today. So be it, right? That's, 4 days in a row green, right? And so if we're just going to keep stacking them up, right? 4 days in a row green, 8 out of the last 9 green, right? So if we just stack up those green days, we stack up those green habits, right? Those numbers get real big really quick. Right? So that's what the objective is here, guys. And I'm going to be always extremely selfish with my trading, right? I'm going to tell you guys what my profit target is. I'm not going to front run you guys, none of that kind of stuff. But I'm not going to take a trade just to give you guys another one if you missed it, right? Because then I'm no longer trading. I'm trying to perform. I'm trying to act. I'm trying to do something. So hopefully that makes sense as well. But that's sort of how I try to behave here, guys. So I'm always going to be doing what's best for me, right? But we can still be on the same team, if that makes sense. And so if my psychology isn't where it needs to be to trade, or if it isn't, say I woke up grumpy or something like that, right? Well, I'll be honest about that, and I'm not going to try to force things that aren't there. So that's really important to me, right? And hopefully you can then learn by osmosis, right? You'll understand what it maybe takes or how it works, and then you'll get better that way, right? And I appreciate you saying that, Jason. That means a lot, right? That's what I try to do. It's an interesting question, Mike. I don't know if I have a specific answer to that off the top of my head. I'd probably have to spend a little bit of time studying. So yeah, I can't necessarily answer that off the top of my head. Sorry. Yeah, it's the same thing, right? So you can use this with underlyings, with commons, with futures, with Bitcoin, whatever, right? Because all we're trying to do is, I'm going to get stopped out here in a sec, guys. Oh, maybe not. All we're trying to do is try to get situations where we get that right risk reward. I like options because I'm used to trading them. Right? But you can still time your entry here at that same spot with futures, right? It's the same thing. You could still look to enter then on the underlying, right? With futures, it might almost be easier because you're going to have that. You're going to see the price of your stop loss, right? Is going to be the same on your futures contract, right? As it is on the chart, right? So, you know, they could definitely still be in play. Still in here, but probably going to get stopped out in a sec. Like I said, stop loss is 240. Stop loss is 240. And remember, guys, things don't go in a straight line forever, right? They don't go in a straight line up. They don't go in a straight line down. So like Mike is saying, things will catch their breath. They're going to, you know, maybe pull back, retrace, make a bear flag, make a bull flag, find a reversal. We don't know, right? But if the trade is strong or if the idea is strong, we'll get multiple points of entry. And the point of us looking to enter on a pullback, right, is it gives us that insurance, right, for if things want to break, right? So we have that sort of buffer already priced in so we could survive this move here. All right, guys, I should get stopped out here now. All right, I'm all out. So sick day, sick start to the trade. That was a lot of fun. Let's go, guys. That was a lot of fun. And that was like with a suboptimal entry, right? I could have maybe gotten an entry in the 180s and been a lot happier. But hey, that's the way it goes, guys, right? That's the way it goes. If this thing now wants to break down and run, so be it, right? We caught a good chunk of that toothpaste. So now we're going to see if something else maybe wants to set up or something else wants to give us a look. But in the short term, we do not need to do anything else. That was just a ton of fun, guys. Congratulations to everyone who caught that. Sick start to the day, guys. Sick start.